Rev up your engine! This guy just bought this thing as a project car. He said he paid $4,000, it's got 200,000 miles. But really, it's not that much of a project because it doesn't need that much done to it. The alternator went out after he bought it. Whoa, it's got 200,000 miles on it. But as we look under the hood, this is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine, puts out plenty of power, and are excellent engines. I do have to say, as far as I'm concerned, Honda makes the best engines in the world. I like Toyota cars overall, but Honda makes better engines. If somebody made a Toyota with a Honda engine, I'd probably buy it. Well, this thing doesn't burn oil. It's got 200,000 miles on it. Now, he said the previous owner replaced the air conditioning compressor. A lot of these, they built the shaft too thin on the air conditioning compressor, and they'd snap and fly off. So this has already been replaced. Now, you can't really blame Honda because Honda doesn't make air conditioning compressors. They buy them from other companies. And unlike Toyota, who keeps buying them from Nippon Denso, they buy them from various companies, and they've had problems over years. But this one's been replaced, so he doesn't have to really worry about that now. Now, being an 07, it's an older car, and it's also all-wheel drive car, too. This isn't just front-wheel drive. It's all-wheel drive. And being older all-wheel drive, he says he gets about 24 miles a gallon on the highway, and a lot worse in the city, because it's got a relatively big 4-cylinder engine, and it's all-wheel drive. If you don't need all-wheel drive, you necessarily don't have to buy all-wheel drive, because you're going to get worse gas mileage, and repairs could be a little bit higher, but he bought it used and it came that way. So who's to complain for $4,000 for a vehicle that looks as nice as this does? It's in Rhode Island now, and it was in Rhode Island before, so let's see what the bottom looks like. Well, guess what? The previous owner took care of this thing. Look how clean it is. Usually when I get the Rhode Island cars, rust is falling off everywhere. And in this case, no. Everything's in solid shape. I'm assuming he garaged it and rinsed it off a lot to get the salt off of it in the winters, because normally subframes are going to be all rusty away. That's whistle clean. So he really got one heck of a deal on this vehicle. He's calling it a project car, but I mean, he's going to be kind of bored because there's going to be too many projects to do on it, really. Now, it did have the original brake rotors, which he changed last weekend. He said he needed a sledgehammer. They were rusted on, but they lasted 200,000 miles. And with a sledgehammer and a little work, you go buy it, do it yourself, watch my videos. It's not rocket science. These things are easy to work on, and parts are available. You don't have to go to the Honda dealer and spend a fortune. You can get parts all over the place for these things. They are such popular vehicles, and Honda, of course, shares a lot of technology from the Civics, Accords. There's so many parts that are interchangeable that you can get a very good price on quality parts for Hondas. And he just informed me he used Rock Auto, and it was $200 for everything. Front rotors, back rotors, and all the pads. So you can't argue that. Go to the Honda dealer and ask them what they're going to charge you to replace 4 rotors and the brake pads, and then you'll go to Rock Auto and spend $200 and do it yourself, and get a sledgehammer if need be to get the old ones off. You don't care if you break the old ones, you're throwing them away anyway. With the rest of the car, you can see in the fender wells, they're not rotted through or anything. He did say there was a ding on the bumper, and he just put some sealer on, a little paint here. If you wanted, you could get the plastic part and replace it, but they want a fortune for that, so hey, good enough for him. It's his project car. As you can see, the interior, it's got cloth seats. Cloth seats tend to last basically forever if you take care of them. Sure, you can see the driver's side's got a few wrinkles on it now from people sitting in it, but hey, there's always nice seat covers. I put in my wife's Matrix. I mean, they look cool and they don't cost that much. Go inside and check this baby out. Start her up. Of course, they'll start right up. It's a Honda. He's added his own backup camera, as you can see. He got a really good one. It's a nice wide angle. I hate those small ones where you can't see anything. This, you get to see the whole side of my yard and everything. He bought it at Costco for $130. Hey, don't buy another car. Buy a camera instead. Even got a sunroof for its $4,000. The AC still blows cold because the compressor was changed. So, you know, basically what we're going to do is we're going to test out all of the stuff with my fancy computer and see what kind of shape it's in. Now that it's got a little over 200,000 miles on it. Plug it in and start analyzing. The diagnostics. I know many people are going to say, why on earth would you buy a car with 200,000 miles on it? Well, it's a Honda. They can go 3-4 times that if they're taken care of. But of course, the scan tool doesn't lie, so we're going to go through a full diagnosis of it. While we're doing it, we'll look around. Now, it's got the old school radio, so he's got CDs. CD player. There it is. It's a 6 compact disc changer. It's the factory one, and it still works. And the owner just remarked that he loves the stereo in it. Hey, they make good sound systems in most Hondas. Now, some of the Hondas as they age have a little transmission problems. The machine will check for it, and we'll see what it does when we do a road test. Now, it's an old car, so it's old school. It doesn't have a nice big armrest here. It's got the little baby ones here. Everybody wants big ones in the middle now, but this still has the little arm baby ones here. So you're gonna have to live with that. And now we'll see what it came up with. And what did it come with? A big fat 0, nothing. Look, everything passes, no faults. No codes of any sort. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at live data. Start the engine up. And here we go with live data. Things normal so far. Get a lot of information on one of these Hondas. Air fuel lambda 0.99. Okay, 1.00 is perfect. So it's only off 1/100th. And for a second it was perfect at 1 there. Now it's perfect at 1. So it's running pretty good for 200,000 miles. It's either perfect or it's 1/100th of a percent off. You can't get closer than that. Check system's working good. For the variable valve timing, 000, no misfires at all. For A or B, they're all 0 misfires. This $4,000 car is looking better and better. Now we're gonna back up, and like I said, nice backup camera. And here we go. Now, it's relatively high up in the air, so we don't have to worry about bottoming up at the big bump here. For a car with 200,000 miles on it, let me tell you, if somebody would blindfold me and put me in this car, I would really never guess that it has 200,000 miles. Except for my ears, because you can see when I hit bumps, you can hear clunks because the struts are worn. Hear that? The struts are worn. They're still the original struts in the car, so you know, it rides good enough, but if you want to get rid of the noise and get a smoother ride, it's time to change all the 4 struts. Now, if you want, you can change the front ones first, because all the weight's on the front with the engine and transmission. It'll probably ride a lot better than that. So the 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine made by Honda, you don't have to worry about getting space to pass people, because when you step on the gas, this thing should go. We'll soon find out. All right, here we go. Clean sounding engine, smooth shift. The transmission's working like a dream. I'm assuming the previous owner took care of that too, probably changed the fluid in it. It's a Honda, you can change the fluid in like 10 minutes yourself. Just one bolt comes out, put it in, and then pour the fluid back in. Still, corners like a dream. Yeah, you can hear the struts clonking around because they're old and worn. I mean, I've had people drive them this way for another 10 years. They don't care if it bounces around as long as it handles good enough. You can see it still handles good. Still stops on a dime. But if you don't like the clunking noise, change the struts on it now. It'll ride a lot smoother and won't be noisy. And like I say, Honda knows how to make engines. When you want to go, all you gotta do is step on the gas, and away it goes. I would move his backup camera monitor though, because it's blocking all the cold air from the middle from blowing in the face. And I'm starting to get a little sweaty here. This system, you can even leave the camera on so you can see what's behind you as you drive down the road backwards. Well, if you're worried about tailgaters, that's kind of a handy feature of this add-on backup camera. So here's a $4,000 CRV. Some people might think the guy's crazy for buying a car with 200,000 miles, but I say he would have been crazy not to buy this thing. It runs like a top. The AC's freezing cold because the previous owner had a compressor. If you are looking at one of these, check the AC, because if it's not blowing, you'd pay a lot less. The guy's already put a compressor on this, so he didn't have to worry about it. But I've seen these things with 500,000 miles on it. This thing doesn't burn any oil. It could easily make it that far. 200,000 miles too much for a Honda? Usually not, and especially not in this case. After all, I priced one locally, a brand new CRV. It's $32,000. He paid $4,000. He could buy 8 of these for one of those. So I certainly would rather do that. And here's some bonus questions and answers. Well, here we go again with Stellantis. Over 150,000 cars are being recalled for fire risk in the United States, and get this, has not detailed exactly what the problem is, other than they're starting on fire even when they're turned off. These are Jeep Wranglers 4xe. They've had 13 fires so far. So here's what Stellantis is telling you to do with them. 1, don't park it near structures or other vehicles because it can damage everything else. 2, avoid charging the battery to the maximum. Might start a fire. They're starting a fire and they don't even know how to fix them. What kind of a company is this? No wonder their sales are down. So, low. Stellantis went from like 15 billion profit the year before to $5 billion. Their engineers don't even know how to build them right, and then they don't know how to fix them when they're starting on fire. They say, well, don't park it near anything. It might start on fire even when it's turned off. What rolling piles of garbage. 150,000 of them they got to recall. But they don't even know how to fix them yet. Now, this is a company that I tell you, don't buy from them. You know? I'm trying to save people. In this case, I'm trying to save you and your house and your car from burning down. And they don't even know why. You can't make this stuff up. You know, it's at that level that they wonder. I wonder why the company's still in existence myself. You know? But I guess the elephant in the room can bash down a lot of China parts and knock the windows and doors out before the building actually does fall down. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.